Yo, welcome back everyone. In this video, I'm gonna see if I can beat Terraria using bows only. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, to start off this challenge, I chopped down some trees for some wood. I traveled left and went down a living wood tree, and I found myself a couple of life crystals. I kept traveling down the cave and mined some lead and platinum ore. I was able to find a lucky horseshoe in one of the golden chests. I thought it was only found on Sky Islands, but I guess not. The first weapon I made was the lead bow. I didn't want to use any of my silver or tungsten ore, because I know that I'm just going to replace it soon after I kill the Eye of Cthulhu. I found a mushroom biome and opened the chest, and I got a mushroom set that looks exactly like Toad from Mario. After finding Hermes boots, I got back up to the surface and started building some houses for the merchant to spawn so that I can buy arrows from him. When it turned to night, I made some wooden arrows and then I summoned the Eye of Cthulhu. This boss fight took a ridiculously huge amount of time to beat. All I had was a lead bow, some fire arrows, a few jester arrows, but mostly wooden arrows. After receiving some demonite ore, I made the demon bow. I summoned the king slime soon after and killed it, but I didn't receive the king slime mount. And then in the morning, I had to deal with the goblin army, which took forever because I was only able to kill them one at a time. It took me half the day to beat it. After defeating the goblin army, I made an arena at the dungeon to prepare for the Skeletron fight. After I was done making the arena, I summoned Skeletron. I noticed how much better the demon bow was, especially since it had the rapid modifier. Also, if you time your clicks right, rather than spamming your click button, you can actually fire a lot faster. After defeating Skeletron, I made my way into the dungeon and found the Goblin Tinkerer. I also opened the chest and found the Shadow Key, which is needed to get the Hellwing Bow. My next goal is to get down to Hell, but before that, I fought the Eater of Worlds. I made a couple of Jester arrows with some stars, which are definitely the arrows of choice for this fight. I made the Nightmare Pickaxe and then made my way all the way down to Hell. I found a shadow chest and inside it had the Hellwing Bow. I built a bridge and also mined some Hellstone. And after that, I went to the jungle and found the remaining life crystal to get 400 health. I got back down to Hell and summoned the Wall of Flesh. The reason why I built the bridge super low was because of the bow. It's just really inaccurate and I didn't want the arrows to hit the ceiling before it got to the boss. With the bone hammer, I went back down to the corruption and broke some demon altars. I mined some cobalt, mithril, and adamantite ores. With the adamantite, I made the full armor set. I was gonna make the adamantite repeater, but that's not really considered a bow, so I didn't. I crafted the Molten Fury bow, and then I started summoning some hollow chests to get the Daedalus Storm bow. I killed the first one, but I only got the Crystal Vial shard. On my second kill, that's when I got the Daedalus Stormbow. Afterwards, I summoned the Queen Slime, hoping to get the mount. I killed her twice, but unfortunately I didn't get it. I gave up on the Queen Slime for now, and instead I went up to the sky and killed some wyverns for some souls of flight. After I collected enough materials, I made the angel wings. I went underground and found the wizard, so I bought the crystal ball from him and made the endless quiver. Afterwards, I killed the Queen Slime one more time and finally got the mount. It was still pretty early on in the night, so I summoned Skeletron Prime. I defeated Skeletron Prime pretty fast, and it was only halfway through the night, so I summoned the Destroyer. This fight would have been done a lot faster if I had holy arrows, which are made from unicorn horns, but I was too lazy to farm for them. I was gonna summon the twins, but I didn't have enough materials to make it. I had enough hollowed bars, so I made the full hollowed armor set for the ranger. As I waited for night to fall, I summoned the Old One's army and failed miserably at it. I didn't even make it past wave 1. When the next night finally arrived, I summoned the twins, and I killed them pretty easily. After defeating all 3 mechanical bosses, I went to the ocean and started building an arena to fight Duke Fishron. The weapon that I'll be looking for is the tsunami, which fires 5 arrows at a time. I bought a lot of hellfire arrows from the demolitionist, and then I summoned Duke Fishron. This boss fight took a while to beat because of how fast it moved. I was able to dodge most of its attacks because of the Queen Slime mount. After I defeated Duke Fishron, I can't believe what I saw. It was the tsunami bow. Usually it would take me over 5 tries to get the item I want. I went down the jungle afterwards and then I found the Plantera bulb, so I started clearing out an area to make the arena. After I was done, I broke the Plantera bulb and started the fight. I won't be speeding up this clip because I killed Plantera pretty fast. Soon after defeating Plantera, I summoned the Golem. I think I was meant to fight Plantera and Golem before Duke Fishron because having the tsunami bow just made everything a lot easier. After defeating Golem one more time, I made my way to the dungeon and then I summoned the Lunatic cultist. Since this boss is a lot smaller than most others, it was definitely a lot harder to land all 5 arrows at it. After defeating the Lunatic cultist, I destroyed the Vortex pillar and then I made myself the endgame bow, which is the Phantasm. Whenever my actual arrows land on an enemy, it'll create homing arrows. I then destroyed the solar pillar and the Stardust pillar. Before I destroyed the last pillar, I went down to the jungle and farmed some life roots. When I got my health to 470, that's when I destroyed the Nebula pillar. Now it's time for the final boss. I could have prepared for this boss fight a lot better by crafting the Shroomite armor and also using another type of arrow rather than just wooden. I was also very lucky to be able to find 2 heart statues. Whenever I was low on health, I would just go back home and pick up the hearts and it would heal 120 health. And there we go guys, I beat Terraria using bows only. If you guys enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to leave it a like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.